So we use Skype in a number of different ways, obviously throughout our recruitment process. We obviously try and keep our recruitment process as efficient, time efficient and cost efficient as possibly can. And Skype is phenomenal in that it allows us to have lots of great, deep personal connections with people very early in the process. So it obviously replaces a lot of our telephone interviews. We do all of our first round screening as video interviews, and that allows us a level of engagement with our individuals, but also we can share more information, file share, screen share, where people can share data with us in a real-time basis. That then allows us, as we work through our process, allows us to drive better speed and greater cost efficiency as we move through the recruitment process. We've got global recruitment managers. We have a hiring manager who's based in Estonia, and he or she might be recruiting individuals, a candidate out of the UK, but want to involve a hiring panel that's based in Sweden, or they could also be based in Palo Alto. It's possible that at the first stage, all of those individuals, all those stakeholders can be involved in the presentation, in the interview process at the same time, in a very interactive, a very personal way. Whereas in a normal recruitment process, that's just not possible. You have to do it piecemeal, and you have to set up interviews, you have to fly candidates around the world. And what we find is that gives us much greater candidate engagement, much greater stakeholder engagement, and also speed. We can get those crossed off within a week, whereas beforehand it was without Skype that would take you 3 or 4 weeks to get all of that facilitated. So that Skype is an enormous enabler in terms of driving that quality of experience and speed of experience. I think most importantly though, what Skype enables us to do is build those relationships much quicker than we traditionally could have done. We're able, candidates can do a presentation, they can, if they're at a final round, they can engage with a number of different individuals at the same time in real-time capacity, where they can share information, ask questions, answer questions, and they can share much more information about themselves. And they walk away from that process feeling that they've had a much more thorough, a much more personal experience much earlier in the process when they're still very highly engaged with the opportunity, as opposed to the process dragging on for weeks, if not months. How should recruiters use Skype? Well, use it as early in the process as you can. Use it at the beginning of the process when candidates are initially screened. The video function clearly gives you an advantage where you're not just able to build a relationship and engage with the candidate, but you're able to understand, see their physical reactions to your questions, understand their body language. It enables you to get much deeper understanding earlier on in the process. It also enables you, as you move through the process, to select and assess much more effectively. Skype allows multi-party video where you can get a number of different individuals all on the same call. It gives you file share, so candidates can share CV with you or share a presentation with you. Also screen share, so you can look at what's on each other's presentations or each other's screens. So you might be able to tell them much more about your organisation much more quickly, much more effectively than reading off a list. That can be a great time saver, great way of engaging with individuals. And it also enables, as you move through this process, enables you to engage much more effectively with the stakeholders that are throughout the rest that exist within your organisation. So if your stakeholders are globally disparate, or they are time short, as most hiring managers are, or most hiring panels are, it's a great way of engaging those individuals early on in the process. That helps the candidate really engage with you as an organisation, really engage with the right people, and it helps your hiring panel engage with the candidate, but get to a good decision quickly. Figure out whether this person is worth pursuing or not. And you get to that point using Skype much earlier than you would do using a traditional recruitment method. Good recruitment for Skype is about adding competitive advantage. It's not about numbers, it's not about process, it's about driving commercial results. So for me, you can't do that as a recruiter unless you've got a great understanding of your business. And you don't look at recruitment as filling a place or filling a seat. You look at it as solving a problem, or fixing or anticipating a challenge. And that's what makes a really good recruiter. To be able to do that, you need to listen, you need to be able to understand, but you also need to act. Put all those together, and we find that those recruiters are the ones that are successful at Skype.